Anger is like a spider that creeps down the bloodline to poison the generations. It artfully spins itself in cobwebs of rejection that are uniquely designed for each victim. Rejection is the birthing place of all strongholds. It was actually introduced in the Garden of Eden when the serpent convinced Eve that she had been left out of the fullness of God's knowledge. Rejection induced the original sin that then caused Adam and Eve to hide in fear. They were disconnected from the glory of God for the very first time in their lives, and they felt abandoned. So here is the template for a stronghold that's built upon rejection. First, it starts out with rejection, it goes to abandonment, meets with isolation, distrust, and produces anger. This stronghold is meant to harden your heart so that you'll use anger as a bodyguard. So let me ask you a question. What does anger look like on you? Well, the first topic of anger I bring up is outward anger, because bullied children become bullies. The outward form of anger is very easy to identify. Children that are abused with anger have a boiling point. And that's where the roles usually switch. Because I often hear clients say, at 13, I decided I was no longer going to be abused by my father's anger. And the first time I yelled back in anger, I recognized its power. And that's the day that I embraced anger as my weapon. And I started to become my father. Then there's anger that's buried. Children cower in hurt, and they stuff their emotions. And this group will actually say, I'm not really angry, I'm just hurt. Hurt is anger that grows in the dark because it lacks boundaries. It hits a boiling point, and then it explodes over the littlest thing that makes its victim look crazy, but that little thing is the final straw. These people are marginalized because no one can figure out why they blew their stack. People who view themselves as doormats then become passive aggressive, and their communication turns to sarcasm so they can indirectly get their point across. Then there's self-anger. This form of anger is linked to perfection. Not perfection in the way of like neatness or your surroundings, but perfection that was necessary to get the approval of your parents. Clients tell me, I had to be perfect in order to get my dad to approve of me. And now, if I don't do things perfectly, I feel unworthy and rejected. In fact, I can still hear his critical words, only now it's my voice. And I can never live up to my own expectations. I call spirits of perfection, legalism, and self-condemnation the unholy three-ply cord. Perfection sets the bar, legalism tells you you failed because you didn't do it right, and self-condemnation comes in to punish you because of all of that. It's all rooted in rejection. Anger that's rooted in rejection invites in the toxic spirits of bitterness. And that will change you because it builds cobwebs of negativity and negative mindsets in your life. And those cobwebs will remain until that spider of anger and rejection are exterminated. Now, anger has a place. It's a warning sign that your boundaries have been broken. But failing to quickly set a boundary will cross you over into sin. You know that scripture in Ephesians 4:26 that we all know. It says, be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath, nor give a place to the devil. Don't let those demons hide in your heart. It's time to see where you fall on this anger spectrum and get help. Deliverance is a key, and God wants you more free than you even want to be free yourself. I pray this blessed you today. Have a great week.